Hey guys, this is Ernest once again out here on the lake. It's fall of the year, it's coming in the winter. Let's talk about some cold water scenarios. More specifically, boat maintenance. When you're out on the water and it's cold, the most important thing you can do as soon as you get to the lake and you drop your boat in the water is give that motor time to warm up. It's just like being in a car. You don't want to crank it up and it's 20 degrees and immediately you don't just hammer down wide open. It's going to damage your motor. It could damage your motor. I won't say it will. It could. So it's real important to let that motor idle for a few minutes. What I typically will do myself is I'll drop the boat in. I'm usually by myself. I'll tie off to the dock, and while I go park my truck, I'll just let the motor run and let it warm up and let it get up to temperature, and that just cuts down on the risk of me damaging my engine, because when you get out that no wake zone, we all do it, it's wide open and hammer down. So that's one thing you can do in the winter time to help cut down on the risk of damaging your engine. Another thing you can do, this goes without saying, it's cold. A lot of times there's rough water, windy conditions. Wear your life jacket. Even if it's just, this is not one of the little Mustangs. This is a general, cheap life jacket, but it's especially important year round, but really, really important when it's cold. That water, sometimes where I'm at, the wind will kick up, the current will get to ripping, and those waves can get pretty rough up here. So it's very important to wear your life jacket. I know they're uncomfortable. I hate wearing them personally, but it's just one of those things that it's just an extra step of safety. And also be sure to wear your kill switch and attach it to your jacket. God forbid anything does ever happen to you, but if it does, the first thing that's going to happen when you're out of the boat, that wheel is going to start turning, and that boat's going to start going in circles. If it's still upright, there's a chance it can come back and run over you. So me, I've got a hot foot on mine, so when I'm, God forbid something does happen, it throttles off immediately. But if you don't, and you're still, wide open on that thing, if you get ejected from the boat and you don't have your kill switch or your life jacket on, that boat's still going to go. If it's still upright, it's still going to go. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to turn to the right, just because of the the way the motor runs, or the left, depending on which motor you have. So that it's got the potential to come around and really run over you. So that's a couple of things you can do to minimize any kind of risk on the water. Always bundle up, take extra clothes. If you've got the storage compartments, pack you another shirt or a coat. Who knows? God forbid something does happen, but if it does, it's better to be prepared. So that's just a couple of tips you can to minimize any kind of risk you have on the water. Hey guys, sorry for the poor lighting tonight. Just getting loaded up, fixing to head to the house. Another cold water tip you guys can do is when you get off the water, always drop this motor down and let the water drain out. What that does is that water will get in there. If you still got it up, of course when we leave the lake, we've got our motors up, we take it home, we leave them up. What that happens is it'll freeze and it'll crack those seals in that lower unit, and it'll cause you a lot of trouble and a lot of big repair bills down the road. So always in the winter, drop these motors down and make sure that water's drained out. Even when you get home, drop those motors down. It doesn't hurt a thing. Better safe than sorry. The little things we do now will save us a lot of headache down the road. Also, if you're done for the season, you store your boat. A lot of people run all the gas out, and some don't. If you don't, then you'll think, well, I might fish a little bit during the winter. I don't know. If you're going to be storing that boat for a long period of time, get you guys some Stay Build or some Startron or Seafoam, some type of additive. It doesn't take long for that gas to start to break down, and it'll just cause you a lot of problems. It'll gum up your carburetors, and you'll get a costly repair bill down the road. So it's the little things that we do now, especially in the winter time, that's going to save you a lot of trouble down the road. Again, sorry for the lighting. I just come off the lake. I hear cars going everywhere. I'm gonna let this drain. Go get me on some warmer clothes. I'm getting kind of cool out here. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, the whole 9 yards. And we'll see you down the road.